2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Looking at Minnesota, no question they'll be motivated in this game. Going up against a tremendously talented team, an opportunity to prove themselves and show what they're capable of. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Wilmot Benjamin, Tom Donahue, coaches who've helped me at my AAU, early stages out, then going to the late, great Jack Curran in high school. Those were the ones. And honestly, there's no bigger than family. My brother Vince and my dad were the ones who really got me there.
Well, you got to have great teammates. I'm the first one to say, yeah, I have 4 championships, but one of my favorite teammates, Big Shot Bob, he saved me so many times. Another one of my favorite teammates, B. Shaw, he saved me. Rick Fox, he saved me. So you got to have great teammates, great organizations. They allow you to focus on what you do and what you do best, as long as family and friends and all that. And Ernie, I remember when you interviewed me when I was 18 years old.
I remember that. Now, I had just started at Turner, went to San Antonio, and did a feature on Big Shaq.
Wow, that's incredible.
It was.
Yeah.
I haven't changed at all, have I?
No, you still look beautiful.
I had more hair back
Good genes or good docs?
He's got good doctors.
Let's get to Kevin Harlan. Kev.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from downtown Minneapolis. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Timberwolves hoping to give a strong showing here for their home crowd. They've lost their last 3 games, and guys, they like that streak to end tonight here.
It's always fun to be at home, Kevin. Home, sweet home is what I like to call it, but you know what? They've got a tough visitor in the house tonight, and just because they're at home doesn't mean a win is going to automatically show up on the scoreboard. They've got their work cut out for them against this opponent here.
Yeah, and you know what? This wouldn't necessarily have been the first opponent you'd like to kick off a homestand. So you've got that to contend with, and especially with the way they've been playing here of late, this is going to be a challenge.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's LeBron in at the small forward. Now here's James. Towns with the steal. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Quick hands. hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Here's LeBron following the bucket by the Timberwolves. It's deflected. Wiggins against Smith, and it's sent back by Irving. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the...
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, that's a natural progression for any player,
Sure.
even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
How much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
Smith kicks to Love. Beyond the arc. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Love. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
Shot from 16. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Prince dishes to Towns. Shot left block. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38, and last year, down to 35.
Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Here's Garnett. The Cavaliers pull it in. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors. LeBron outside. Pass to Love. Poked away. Here's Towns. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Irving passes to Love. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Smith kicks to Irving. From deep. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Irving's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too.
Now here's Towns. He dishes it to Prince. No good with the triple. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Irving passes to Smith. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's Wiggins missing. Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 from deep so far in this game. It's LeBron with the drive. Love dishes to Irving. There's the three. The rebound by Garnett. Garnett's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Prince kicks to Garnett. Back to Prince. Dishes to Garnett. 5 to shoot. Mozgov with the block. A three-pointer. Wiggins, no good. Good work defensively by Smith. To the paint. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Smith's got 5 points so far.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gorgie Dang comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Tayshaun Prince. Now here's Wiggins. He's got 5. Here's LaVine. Shumpert with some nice D.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it.
Count the bucket.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Rubio against Irving. Rubio misses.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Towns. Pass to LaVine. And that one hits back iron.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Stolen by Thompson. Outside Shumpert. The screen from Thompson. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Send it over to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach David Blatt. Doris?
Kevin, he thinks this team is such a tight-knit group that it's starting to get to a point where they can read each other's minds. They'll see a guy cutting without even looking up, and it's a lot of fun to watch. Hopefully, the fun can continue, guys.
And thanks as always, Doris. And guys, the emphasis on quality shooting, getting those chances identified by their coach is a key for them.
I think that means they must work as a complete unit out there, cooperate, sharing the ball, and try to limit the one-on-one play.
And if they can do that, they will have success shooting the basketball. I think it's guaranteed.
And Love gets it to go.
Oh, nice, strong drive there. If that's who's going to be guarding him, then he's got some weight to throw around. And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 2008, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Towns. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Andrew Wiggins, and it's Martin in for Ricky Rubio. Nobody near Williams. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love.
Martin with the bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Williams, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. To the middle, Bielitsa with the bucket.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Here is Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Thompson with the bucket. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Bean passes to Dang. And Martin now top of the key. Now here's Muhammad. He's tightly guarded. Back to Martin. And the pass to Bielitsa. Here's Muhammad. Cannot hit. Shumpert with some nice D.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Outside Williams. Out to Shumpert. Outside Williams. Love with the screen on Martin. Williams attacking. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. A chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
On the court for Cleveland, Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. James Jones is out there with LeBron James, and it's Mozgov in at the 5. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Garnett's checked in. LeBron is screen on Miller. Dellavedova dishes to James. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. LeBron's got 5 now.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
Miller outside. Ring shot on the way. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Well, you know, they swept the season series a year ago. The expectation is they'll do the same thing again this time around.
The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one following a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. And the call will be against Kevin Martin. That is his first foul of the game. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves. And Cleveland also making a change. Irving's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Prince against Jones. Martin with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Kevin Martin. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Timberwolves trail by 6. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure. You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Now, here's Wiggins following the missed shot by Timofey Mozgov. Miller, no luck.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Cavaliers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. And so Jones nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Timberwolves have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Miller. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Jefferson's checked in. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
Now here's Irving after LeBron James's miss. Irving with it. He has 5. Back to LeBron. Clock at 6. Picked by Mozgov. The second chance effort. And again, LeBron missing.
You know, one thing you can say about Kyrie Irving, as he's gotten more talent around him, he's become much more efficient offensively. Shot selection had been a question for him, but no longer as he's gotten more help.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Mozgov kicks to Smith. And he overshot that one, missing. The Timberwolves trail. Wiggins passes to Payne. Shoots. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
And Irving, with multiple 55-point games last season, the first player to do that since the great Kobe Bryant back in '07.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Miller. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
The score now all even. And that's 12 points for Andrew Wiggins.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Timberwolves have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Prince kicks to Rubio. Feeds it to Towns. Here's Payne. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mozgov's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And that one's good. Now it's a 4-point Cleveland lead.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Towns dishes to Wiggins. No good from outside. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Here's Irving. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
So, timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Minnesota making some changes. Jang, he's checked in for Towns. Bielitsa comes in for Payne. And Levine subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for LeBron. Iman Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And the basket by Rubio. Here's Williams. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Outside Shumpert. All sorts of time. Rebound by Bielitsa. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Prince in the corner. Shoots. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Williams against Rubio, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Looking at the Timberwolves, let's see where they rank in the NBA statistics right now. 5th in free throw percentage, 13th in field goal percentage. And you know what? They're also in the top half of the league in scoring second chance points. There's room for improvement there, but I don't think they're too disappointed with what they've done in that area so far.
And talking about how consistent they've been at the foul line, so often it's an afterthought, but the good teams find a way to make teams pay for sending them to the free throw line. That's been a key all season.
It's tipped, stolen by Thompson. And here we go, Shumpert running it up the court. That's good. Now it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Now here's Prince. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. It's going to be Prince shooting. That one on Jefferson. Minnesota making a switch here. Martin's checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Dellavedova's checked in. The Timberwolves shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Here's Dellavedova. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Martin goes in, gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Martin's got 5 now. Cavaliers leading. Williams kicks to Love. The screen from Thompson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Muhammad's checked in. James Jones, who's checked in for Mo Williams. Here's Dellavedova. It's a pick by Love. Dellavedova, the pass to Love. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Love's got 8 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Levine kicks to Bielitsa. Here's Muhammad. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Cavaliers leading by 3. The feed now to Shumpert, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at the Warriors. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And checking out Minnesota, just way behind.
And I think for the Timberwolves, their season has been exactly the kind of misadventure their fans were afraid it might be.
Yeah, it's been ugly. I mean, we knew things were going to have to fall in the perfect place for them to contend, but nothing did.
Pass to Levine. Ball's knocked loose. And Bielitsa kicks to Martin. Levine. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Cavaliers shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Now here's Shumpert. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Here's Levine. It's a 5-point game. And Zhang kicks to Levine. Soft touch off the glass. Levine's got his third bucket of the night.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Here's Dellavedova, and the rejection by Chang. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Minnesota. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
For Minnesota, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 16 seconds left in the first half. Here's Dellavedova. Kicks it to Love. 1 second left. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Cavaliers lead by 1. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hi, Kevin. A solid and competitive first half of basketball. LeBron, how do you feel about the team and its performance tonight?
We're doing a good job. We're on the road. You know, our shooters, we missed a couple at the end. Wish we would have went in, but they're going to continue to shoot. But it's going to be a big second half for us. So we got to continue to play like we did in the first half.
Continuity is key, LeBron. Thank you. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they're playing some unselfish basketball here tonight, Ernie. Guys aren't trying to take the defense 1-on-5. They're moving the basketball and finding the open man. And then, of course, the open man is finishing, so no problem here tonight.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more in transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that 3. It's not going.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
How about Wiggins in this one? He has 14 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
And here are the Cavaliers. It's a one-point game. Tayshaun Prince out there with Garnett. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then there's Towns, and it's Wiggins in at the 2. And that's the group starting the second half for Sam Mitchell.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Prince. And Garnett misses. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's James. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Cavaliers have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism, but a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
Prince dishes to Garnett, and stolen by James. Down low, Irving. Garnett with the block. On the wing, Wiggins, covered by LeBron, and stolen by Irving. And James with the basket on the assist by Irving. James has got the lead up to 7 now for Cleveland.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Now, here's James. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Smith, the pass to LeBron. Oh, yes, the turnaround. LeBron's got 11 points.
Pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Prince against LeBron. To halt the run and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And guys, KG is so loved and has given so much to the area of Minneapolis, St. Paul, the state of Minnesota. He really, Clark, views it as his home.
And Kevin, you started with him there in Minnesota when he got underway in the league. Fans love having him there and involved with the franchise again for sure.
Now here's Mozgov. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire. And, you know, for Garnett, after his playing days are over, I got to believe he's going to be looking to take some ownership in this Wolves organization. He is a beloved figure here in Minneapolis.
Adrian Payne's checked in for Kevin Garnett. Now, here's Rubio. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Got a piece of it. And stolen by James. Irving kicks to Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 10 points for Kevin Love.
And if KG did become a shareholder in the Wolves, it would be wild. I mean, could you imagine how intimidating contract negotiations would be with him sitting across the table?
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 14. Back to Rubio. He tries for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Rubio with it. Covered by Irving. Wiggins outside. The dish to Payne. A stupendous finish in traffic. Payne's got his first points of the night. And here's Cleveland. They're on a 14-5 run here. LeBron outside. Love with the screen for James. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Bielitsa is checked in for Prince. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. Cleveland also making some changes. Jefferson's checked in for Love. And it's Williams in for Irving. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
And let's check out stats for James. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 7th in scoring, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And you made note of it. I mean, his points per game average is unreal right now, scoring whenever they need him to.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Hey, for Zach LaVine, the dunk contest last season was his coming out party to the world. He put on a show that everybody in the NBA was buzzing about.
And for LaVine and his dunking, if you saw him in college or last season, you knew he was a very special player in the air.
Well, LaVine can be one of the great all-time dunkers with his height and ability to lift off. He gets airborne so effortlessly that there are few that can match his power and finesse once he's airborne.
It's stolen by Smith. Pushing it up. It's tipped. He feeds it to Jefferson. But they recover it. Off target from three-point range. To the middle. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. You'd better keep your hands up if you've been playing with these guys over the past month, because if you're open, they'll find you. Ricky Rubio is fourth.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Corky Dangs checked in for Minnesota. Picked by Mozgov. Here's Williams. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 5 assists tonight.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Muhammad, he's checked in for Adrian Payne, and it's Martin in for Ricky Rubio. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 12, and Jefferson, here we go. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You take a look at the Cavaliers, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, Chicago, 2.5 games back.
And seeing where the Cavaliers are, they look like a team on a mission. We knew coming into this season that they were going to be one of the teams to beat. They've done nothing to change anyone's mind about that.
That's for sure. I mean, expectations were high for these guys, and they've more than lived up to the hype.
Timberwolves trail by 14. LaVine dishes to Martin. Here's LaVine. 8 points for him. Stolen by Thompson. Jefferson passing to Dellavedova. Stolen by LaVine. And here we go. Fast break. Muhammad's got it.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up. You can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
The Cavaliers leading by 12. Here's Dellavedova. Screen by Jefferson. Williams for 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. James Jones comes in for Jefferson. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Mo Williams.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Garnett's checked in. Here's Martin. He's got 9. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
We've seen Kevin Martin getting it done. 9 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
Both good from the line that time. Cleveland leading by 9. Here's Dellavedova. The screen from Thompson. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Outside Martin. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Martin's got 13 points.
Well, they gave him some room, and he just stepped back and nailed the wide open jumper.
To the inside, stolen by Levine. Fast break, Minnesota. The finish, and finished off by Martin.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals. That allows you to get out in transition.
Garnett with the block. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Garnett. James with it. Now defended by Muhammad. Here's Jones. No good, unable to end this run. Timberwolves trailed by 5. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at them.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender. And Andre Miller, what a virtuoso floor general he has been. By far the career leader in assists among active players. Over 1,000 more assists than the next guy on the list, which is Chris Paul.
Getting back to Miller last year, he was 16th in the league, which is pretty remarkable.
Yeah, a couple of things happened. I thought he slowed down a little, and he was playing behind John Wall. That led to the fewest minutes per game of his career. And the rest of his stats kind of followed suit.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Now, here is Miller. 5 points in the game. He kicks it to Jang. 6 on the shot clock. No luck. Good D by Thompson.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense. Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Miller kicks to Zhang. Stripped away. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. They get it back. And that one's good, Shumpert. Shumpert's got 5 points so far.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Garnett in the post. James covering from 10 feet out. And Garnett misses. Cleveland leading by 10. Jones dishes to Shumpert. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Here's LeBron. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. LeBron's got 8 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
And he gets it to go. And that's now 6 points for Prince. Cleveland leading by 11. Outside Irving. It's a pick by Love. Irving kicks to Shumpert. Shoots off the screen. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 8th assist in the game. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers ahead as they end the 3rd quarter with a 13-5 run. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Timberwolves trail by 13, and Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Mo Williams out there with Irving, and it's Smith in at the 3 spot.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Here's Rubio after the made shot from Mo Williams. Prince kicks to Payne. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And the shot is long.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Love, no luck. Mozgov against Wiggins.
Well, it didn't take long for us to see just how explosive Andrew Wiggins can be in the air. I mean, had a handful of huge dunks throughout the course of the season. He's going to make a lot of posters during his NBA career.
Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Minnesota. Smith, left side, shoots. And another miss by Cleveland. Timberwolves trail by 14. Well, Greg, you're right. It's clear to see with Wiggins. He is already fearless with his dunks. Clark, he'll go right at any big man with impunity and finish over him.
Yeah, and I think people knew he was a special dunker, but they didn't know how aggressive he would be in attacking the basket. That's where he surprised folks.
And they get it back. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. And Rubio kicks to Muhammad. Back to Rubio. Rebound by Williams.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Now here's Wiggins following the miss by Kevin Love.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for Tayshaun Prince. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Braun, he's checked in for Williams. Now here is Smith. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That's his 5th foul.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there, and that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Now here's Rubio. following the miss by J.R. Smith, and he gets it to go.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And it's Wiggins missing. The Cavaliers leading by 14. And it's Smith penetrating Irving. Muhammad grabs the board. Muhammad's got 4 rebounds in this game. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Wiggins against James. Shot clock at 6. Here's Towns. Mozgov with the block. LeBron outside. Pass to Irving. Back to James. Shoots. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota making a switch. Martin's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 14. And it's Rubio penetrating. And it's good off the back rim and in. Rubio's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
And he gets it to go.
Kid, you ready?
And 11 points for Kyrie Irving. So it's Minnesota now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Now here's Towns. He dishes it to Jang. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Levine's checked in for Ricky Rubio. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Hey guys, something new for the NBA is the HGH testing that's been put in place. It's something the league hasn't had too many issues with or even accusations, but better to stamp it out early. And hard to argue that it should be in place.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
And with the HGH testing, it's done in every major sport. Seems like the right thing to do for the NBA. Just make sure everyone is on a level playing field, so to speak.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think the punishment will be fair. First positive gets you a 20-game ban. The second one, 45.
Now here's Wiggins. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Irving's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Here's Towns following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Jang, the pass to Martin. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Outside Irving. The drive by James.
Checking out the game LeBron is having. He has 9 rebounds and some big-time defense with the 3 steals, too. Whether it's making the tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
You're right on with that. He's had a great feel, really, for his teammates as well as the opponent.
Kevin Garnett is checked in for Minnesota. Prince comes in for Kevin Martin.
And guys, as we all know, Kevin Garnett is one of the very best power forwards ever to play the game. I mean, was passed by Tim Duncan last year for total rebounds by active players. Still an amazing statistic among many for KG, a future Hall of Famer.
Irving dishes to James. Back to Irving. Baseline jumper, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Irving's got 12 points here in the second half.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Here's Levine, covered by Irving. Levine kicks to Prince, dishes it to Levine. Wiggins inside the line. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Smith sets the pick for Irving. Back to James, and the foul on Tayshaun Prince. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Smith the pass to Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And that's 19 points for Kyrie Irving.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Levine dishes to Garnett. Garnett with a screen on Smith. Wiggins kicks to Garnett. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Mozgov.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mozgov.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges. You can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Timberwolves trailed by 19. Here's Levine. Garnett the screen. Pass to Towns. Inside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Mozgov, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
This is where their depth becomes such an asset, Kevin. He's gone for the remainder of the game, but fortunately, they're able to field a very capable replacement.
Cleveland leading by 17. LeBron kicks to Smith. The pass to Love. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. LeBron drives in. Another shot, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
What a game we've seen here for Thompson. He has 8 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
He hits the second from the line. Minnesota's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range.
2 minutes.
Feeds it to Wiggins. 1:53 left in the 4th quarter. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Well, Andrew Wiggins showed that he's going to be a big-time player in this league, Clark, for a long time.
And we knew Wiggins could attack the basket and create his own shot, Kevin, but I think many, and I'm included in this, were surprised at how good his jumper looks this early in his career. I mean, it's pretty reliable right now.
Here's Levine, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Clearly a mental lapse at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time, but it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Towns. Muhammad comes in for Tayshaun Prince. Kevin Martin, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Andre Miller has subbed in for Levine.
And with Wiggins' game, he has a nice jumper for a player his age. As he grows in the league, he'll become more and more comfortable shooting from deep. He'll be nearly impossible to guard when he adds a consistent three-point shot. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Irving. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Now Shumpert. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well. This whole season, I got back to what I know I'm capable of doing, and that's having fun with this game and, just believing in myself and my teammates. So I'm happy to be in a good place.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Kyrie Irving. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
Kyrie, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game. He runs the floor, he passes beautifully, and he can shoot from lights out from anywhere on the court.
When you're having a night shooting in the high 50s, you're being efficient with your shot selection. He played smart basketball tonight, really made each possession count. He was the difference maker.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.